We are getting closer and closer and closer to kick-off. Cavalry back at it against Valour. Valour, of course, coming off a pretty tough opening campaign in the CPL. They finished last in the spring season, a bit better in the fall season, but they've been rebuilt in the off-season, and they had to because they had the worst defence in the league last campaign. Here's their assistant coach, Damien Rock.
I think there needed to be a blend of experience and obviously we have a certain philosophy and a way that we like to see the game played, and recognizing some of the qualities of the other clubs, we needed to respond in a way. We brought in definitely brought in some experienced defenders. You know, we brought in Daryl Fordyce, who's a veteran of North American football and understands how that works. So we just really looked to add a little more experience and depth in different ways.
It really is a brand new looking Valour for this season, Dichio, and you know this team pretty well because half their players, well not quite half their players, but a number of their players you've coached.
Yeah, I mean, Rob's has the idea of the way he wants to play, and I feel that last year there was a lot of players individually that were good, but they couldn't really play well as a team. He's brought in some players that he's worked with at the national team level. Julian Dunn from Toronto FC, who's a stellar young defender, 20 years old, good potential, but he needs to play, and he wasn't getting that opportunity with the first team at Toronto FC. So this is the perfect environment for him to go and play and hopefully develop and help Valour. Also Dante Campbell, who's been brought in, who's a year older. I've worked with Dante since he was like 15 years old, a very competitive player, can play in the number 6, number 8 role at right back, so he's very flexible, and he'll bring a lot of life to this team, because at times last year they kind of flattered to deceive, and I feel with this group of players, they need to prove themselves this year, not only for themselves individually, but also for Rob and his staff, because they've changed it round a lot, and I think there could be a little bit of surprise.
Well, you know, seeing what I've seen so far in the Island Games, Dichio, I think that it's wide open, and it might be, like you said earlier, the team that stays fittest and who can recover the best. Yep. Cavalry have only had a few days to recover, so it'll be very interesting whether Valour can take advantage of that, because I don't think they're going to be 100% Cavalry, just impossible. So it'll be interesting.